The way he took out Anthony Joshua?
I know.
Yeah, Jake wants to fight Anthony Joshua now? Well, they're like, what about now? What about fight him now? He's like, no, I want to wait till 2026. Okay.
To put on weight?
Put all the steroids. Every steroid they have.
I would want.
In the world of boxing, bold decisions can make legends and destroy careers. And now, Jake Paul has chosen the most dangerous opponent of his life, former heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua, a matchup so shocking that Joe Rogan, Dana White, Amir Khan, Carl Froch, and the boxing world are sounding the alarm. Joe Rogan did not hold back, reacting to the confirmed Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua bout.
Fight.
Yeah.
Because Joshua's going to try to make an example out of him, for sure.
And will.
I mean, Anthony Joshua is one of the biggest one-punch KO artists. What he did to Francis Ngannou, good lord.
Yes.
Do you want that smoke?
Yes.
Rogan warned that this may be the fight that exposes Jake Paul to the reality of heavyweight boxing. According to Rogan, stepping in with Joshua isn't just a challenge, it may require superhuman performance to even compete. He stated that unless Jake pulls out, he might need enhancement just to hurt Joshua, a sign of how serious the skill and size gap truly is. This comes after Jake's team sent multiple offers to major names, including Terrence Crawford, many of whom accepted.
I think that AJ is too much for Jake Paul at this point, and he's bigger than Jake Paul, in my opinion.
Do you think it's competitive? A lot of people are saying if AJ doesn't get him out of there in 2 rounds, it'll be a huge embarrassment.
I don't think that's not the case, that he's gonna get Jake Paul. At the end of the day, Jake Paul has been training hard too, and he's.
But the opponent booked is arguably the most dangerous Jake Paul has ever faced. Rogan further argued that Jake Paul is now crossing a line that few influencers dare to. Jake Paul has built a career beating former MMA fighters, older champions, and smaller opponents. But Anthony Joshua is different. 6'6", Olympic gold medalist, former unified heavyweight champion, a man who has knocked out elite heavyweights for more than a decade. To Rogan, this isn't a step up, it's a leap off a cliff.
Fair enough.
Oh, Jesus. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. But let me tell you what. A lot of people watch that one.
Will you watch it?
Sure.
Dana White rarely reacts emotionally to boxing news, but this time, he didn't hide it. When asked about the Paul versus Joshua matchup, White simply called it a bad idea. White said the fight doesn't benefit boxing.
I can beat Jake Paul. Excuse my French, what Anthony Joshua are going to do to Jake Paul? I think my dad said that AJ could beat him with his prick, and I completely will back that up. Even if AJ had a broken arm in there, it still wouldn't go past a minute. To be quite honest with you, and as a safety aspect, there's no way that fight can go ahead. At the end of the day, my God, how good does it make me look? He gets beat by Jake Paul. Well, that automatically makes me 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, doesn't it? There's no proper way.
It doesn't benefit Joshua professionally and could lead to serious damage for Jake Paul. In his words, Jake may be in over his head, and the risk is significant. Even former opponents are speaking out. Tommy Fury, who defeated Jake Paul while fighting with a broken hand, took to social media with his own brutal message. He reminded fans that Jake couldn't beat him at half strength, and now wants to step in with a heavyweight knockout artist.
Paul has become the fighter right now that everybody wants to fight, because right now he is a cash cow. He made $40 million just off of Netflix.
He has found a way to do something with his following, get under people's skin, to make people care.
Fury laughed off the matchup and sent a final message. Jake Paul, I'm still your daddy. He's not alone. Carl Froch has attacked the fight from a different angle, calling it embarrassing for boxing. To Froch, this fight is not legacy, it's spectacle. A money grab designed to trend online, not elevate the sport. But from Jake Paul's perspective, boxing should be thanking him. He believes he has brought mainstream attention and new viewers into a sport that was fading from the spotlight. Amir Khan added another layer of concern. He pointed out the extreme physical danger involved. One clean shot from Joshua could end the fight and possibly Paul's career momentum.
To Tommy Fury, Anthony Joshua cannot box Jake Paul. Horrific. He's dangerous for one. And 2, if Jake Paul even lands a glove on him, it just diminishes everything that he's achieved. Jake Paul won't last 2 minutes for me. Never mind Anthony Joshua. It's ridiculous. It's a joke.
Khan warned that Jake is taking a risk that goes beyond entertainment. This isn't just a new weight class. It's a new world. Meanwhile, Jake's camp sees the situation differently. Promoter Nikiza Bidarian revealed that this fight was not the only option. Many elite fighters, including undisputed champion Terrence Crawford, accepted offers. But the team chose Joshua strategically. Joshua is bigger, stronger, but not as fast or technically sharp as smaller champions like Gervonta Davis.
Wishful.
because this is the most dangerous thing. This is like tuning in to watch David Blaine. You know, when he's in the box and you're wondering whether he's going to get out in time. This is the kind of thing when you tune into his fight. And I've told Nikisha, and I've taped Joe Paul, this ain't David Blaine. This is going in with one of the most fiercest punchers of our generation. And by the way, if you go in...
From the promoter's viewpoint, Joshua may be the right kind of giant, a massive risk, but not an impossible one. Still, experts are not convinced. Even coming off a knockout loss to Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua remains a dangerous heavyweight with experience, power, composure, and technique that Jake Paul has never faced before. Analysts argue that this fight could expose every gap Jake still has in heavyweight boxing. From stamina to ring vision to taking elite power. Too many boxing purists, Jake Paul isn't leveling up. He's walking into the lion's den.
Nikisha, a few times on it. I mean, there's nothing to report to you that it's close or, you know, there's a lot of hoops to jump through. Of course, AJ is exclusive to DAZN. We also work very closely with His Excellency, and although we have no contract with him, we're in talks for big fights next year. Of course, Tyson Fury being one of them. So we'd definitely give him the respect.
Public perception makes the situation even more complex. If Joshua wins, critics will say he beat a YouTuber. If Joshua loses, his legacy could be permanently damaged for Joshua. This is a fight with no upside, just risking a massive payday. And that payday is enormous.
Warren's AJ could easily knock out Jake in 2 rounds, but size.power gap poses serious danger. Boxing isn't a game, and this mismatch could lead to someone getting hurt. The fight shouldn't happen. No matter
fight someone in their prime who's a beast. I think people just want to see me lose. That's really what the message is behind it all. And Anthony Joshua is an insane fight, but I want that challenge.
Destroy him. The headache of Jack Paul will go from my mind. If Jack Paul win, I will know that Joshua is finished, and Jack Paul deserve to be ranking and deserve to have future in boxing, right?
Reports claim that this deal is the biggest purse of Joshua's career. Joe Rogan's comments on performance enhancers inflamed the public debate even further. He didn't accuse Jake of using anything, but he hinted that someone facing a monster like Joshua might feel pressure to seek every edge possible. Fans are now discussing not only the danger, but also the ethics of putting a social media star in front of one of boxing's most devastating punchers. Despite all criticism, Jake Paul is pushing ahead. He is confident, he is loud, he is promising to shock the world on December 19th in Miami. Whatever happens, this fight represents more than a boxing match. It is a collision of eras.
Go in and spark Jake Paul before we start the serious stuff in 2026. Don't tell me what we should and what we shouldn't be doing. Answer the question honestly. Would you do it if you were AJ? When are you going to fight a real fighter? Goes well out the window, and I will have to personally provide a wheelbarrow so he can bring his cojones into the ring.
Listen to me. Don't take a dive with this Jake Paul, mate. Do not do that. Not for $1 billion, my pal. Don't do it. Don't do as the others have done. Do not take dives. If he fights you, knock him dead as a nit, and good luck with it.
Tyson says he's going to bet £1 million on Jake Paul knocking out Joshua.
This is what I'm saying. How does that work?
He can't, can he?
Anthony Joshua could knock.
What he can do, and at a level he's very good. You know, the people who he's been fighting, he's been better than a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. He's better than a 50-year-old Mike Tyson. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., he was better than what he was. But once again, these are guys who aren't current, who aren't, ranked in the world right now at heavyweight, and who weren't Olympic gold medalists, who...
New media versus traditional boxing, a moment that could make history or end a career. So now the question is yours. Is Jake Paul a fearless disruptor willing to take risks no boxer ever would? Or a man walking blindfolded into a beating he may never recover from? And is Anthony Joshua making a business decision or gambling his legacy? Comment below. And make sure you subscribe for more updates as December 19th approaches. This is not hype anymore. This is reality. And somebody's future is on the line.